it is a kind of structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data that is getting collected, and huge amount of data is getting collected over here uh, because of there are uh, there are many sources of the data which are available. Okay, so we have tried to understand that also, what are all the sources of information that is adding to this particular big data. Okay, so yesterday we have seen regarding these are the sources like social media, stock exchange, power grid, and other sources like if you consider the smart city, then every smart city has number of cameras. As you can see, in every square you will find that there are number of cameras that are installed, and all these cameras are capturing the images, the video, uh, 24 by 7. So you can imagine how huge amount of data is getting created over here with the help of the cameras. So there are a number of sources of these data that is getting generated, and then they can be categorized as a structured, semi-structured, or unstructured based on the relevancy of the data, based on the structure of the data. Like if you can process the data in a very traditional manner, then it can be said as a structured data. But if you consider uh, currently the situation, um, huge amount of data is getting generated due to social media, and that social media data is a kind of data wherein you will find that it is a combination of some text, number, and kind of heterogeneous data is there. Okay, so that is why it is called as a, some way it is a unstructured data. Okay, then semi-structured data, that is XML data, wherein it can act as a web database to deal with the situation. Say for example, if you have one application developed in Java, another application is getting developed in .NET, then how these two can talk with each other. So for that purpose, you have something called as a XML data. Okay, so that is there. Then today we are going to see the benefits and the characteristics of the big data. Okay, so as huge amount of data is getting generated, so we cannot process that kind of data using our traditional database management systems. Why? Because there are a number of issues, like the data itself is in petabytes, terabytes, likewise this amount of data, and moreover the complexity of the data is huge. Why? Because it is in the form of structured, unstructured, and semi-structured format. So you cannot really use the database management system like Oracle or MySQL. These type of traditional database management system or the relational database management system will not be helping us to get something useful around it. Okay, so how to deal with that? So we have this technology called as a big data. Okay, so it is really critical to our life, and it is emerging as one of the most important technologies in the modern world. Okay, as you can see, you cannot survive without data. If you don't have any database, if you don't have any data, then it is as good as you will cease to exist. In modern businesses, if you don't have the data, control over data, then it may be the grave situation for you that you will cease to exist. Your business may cease to exist. Okay, so that is why all the decision making, all business decision makings are nowadays taken care by these big data analytics. That means how how huge amount of data is getting collected, how we can analyze that data so that we can come to a particular decision, a business decision, wherein I can say that this particular thing, this particular decision will be helpful for my business. Okay, so that kind of things is getting done nowadays with the help of the big data analytics. Okay, so using the information kept in social network like Facebook, the marketing agencies are learning about the response of their campaigns, promotions, and the advertising mediums. Okay, so nowadays you can target your advertisement. If I want to target, say, crowd below age of 20, in particular to Shankar Nagar, suppose, for example, if I take that I want to target the kids of Shankar Nagar only, then that can be done with the help of Facebook. So Facebook itself will try to post your advertise to those kids only who fits in this particular criteria. Okay, so that is very important that a particular criteria and a particular target can be achieved with the help of this. And by using this type of targeted advertisement, you can gain much more higher revenue from these advertising campaigns. Okay, then just a minute. Oh, yes. um, Okay, so you have that kind of benefit. Then next is your that using the information of the social media, like preferences, the product preparation of their customers, and